Hi guys, hi, hello, how's it going? Hopefully today finds you well. Today I am doing the 20 best products from 20 brands at Ulta Beauty, and you may or may not have seen the Sephora one already go up, but I also have a 20 best products by 20 hair brands. If you guys want to see that one, let me know also. I am excited to do this video for you. For the Sephora one, I picked items that you could only pick up from Sephora or their brand page. For the Ulta one, I'm kind of doing, Ulta has a lot that isn't like just exclusive to Ulta, so I am doing a lot of products that you can find in other places, but I also pick them up from Ulta because I can, and because their reward system is much better, and because I just love them so much. So I work there, so there's that. For those of you new here, hi, my name is Donna. I'm a lover of all things high and colorful beauty and self-care. I also work in the beauty industry as a field leader for Ulta Beauty, and if that sounds intriguing to you, it's because it is. It's amazing. I get a lot of education in my position. I like to bring you that education, but ultimately I'm just out here because I like to talk about makeup, and you people are the people that I choose to come and talk about makeup too. So I hope that you'll find something that you love here on my channel, and I hope that you'll want to subscribe before you go. But with that said, let's roll into this video. I did this video in 2019, and it was a 20 favorite products from 20 brands in 20 minutes. And like the Sephora video, I can't promise you 20 minutes, but I am going to try and be quick about this. I'm not going to give you some long drawn out like explanation of why I love this. I'm just going to tell you that I love it and why I love it and move on to the next product. And I'm going to try and be quick. For those of you who are not new around here, you know that that is hard for me to do. I have also seen this going around YouTube all over again, only they've shortened it and they're not including the 20-minute part. So I thought I'd jump on this bandwagon. I'm trying to be a little bit more intentional with my YouTube channel. So there's that. Let's jump into this. Mine, funnily enough, for the most part, are in alphabetical order. I think there's one that kind of filters in down below that's not in alphabetical order. Also trying not to do any eyeshadows in this. So know that as we roll into this. The first brand on my list is ABH, or Anastasia Beverly Hills. And it's a funny story, but I say ABH often at work and everybody looks at me like I'm crazy because they don't know what ABH means. And I forget sometimes that we in the YouTube beauty community call it ABH, but that doesn't mean everybody else does. The ABH eye primer is relatively new to their core and like new within the last couple years, but I fell in love with this primer over the last year. I really, really love it. It's kind of like this dry liquid, but it's got a really nice white base. It blanks out everything on your lid. It holds on to eyeshadow like no other in my humble opinion, and it doesn't burn my eyes. The Urban Decay Primer Potion used to be my favorite for a long time, only I didn't 100% love it because it was super creamy. And the way of putting it on your eyes, I hated the like little doe foot applicator, and it burned my eyes. This does none of that. And it's got a nice white base that blanks out the lid, so I can put crazy awesome colors on top of it, and it shows up really, really vibrant and how I want it to show up on my lid space. So from ABH, the eye primer would be my favorite product. From Benefit, if you don't know, you haven't been here long enough, my favorite product from Benefit is the 24-hour brow setter. This is the only product that I use in my brows on a day-to-day basis. And the reason why is because I have them shaped and waxed and whatever by the magical hands of an arch expert in one of my locations. And therefore, I don't really need a pencil. If I do need a pencil, I use the Precisely My Brow in gray because I like really cool tone brows. But I love this brow product. I love the paddle on this brow product. It's got a nice like flat paddle that just is innovative in my humble opinion. It's got little spikies all the way across it, or comb bristles all the way around the edges of the flat paddles so that you can get into the, you know, tail really easily, but you can also get the front end of your brows really easily as well. I love that product, and it holds my brows in place without letting them droop, without being so heavy that they want to fall back down, but also without making them feel stiff like the ABH brow gel does. There's a time and a place for that. I also love that brow gel, but that one is my favorite product from Benefit. The next brand I have is Bobbi Brown, and my favorite Bobbi Brown product is the Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is a gloriously beautiful moisturizer slash primer, and I feel like everything I put on top of my skin once I've applied this primer looks beautiful. It doesn't matter, and my skin feels hydrated and better off. It's no worse for wear after wearing this primer, which some primers tend to dry me out a smidge bit. This one is just not one of them. I love this product, and it's got a nice, really expensive citrus scent to it, and I know that you guys heard that in a video not that long ago, so I'm not going to go too far into that again. The next brand I have on here is ColourPop. ColourPop is not a brand that I have dabbled a whole lot into, if I'm honest. What I really, really love from ColourPop, and I thought it was important to bring this whole thing to you so that you could see just how insane this is their lip liners. Like, I love their lip liners. I bought their lip liner kit, I think a year ago, when it was on sale for like 80 bucks or something like that. I can't remember. I love these lip liners. They remind me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheats in their creaminess. What I think Charlotte Tilbury has on ColourPop is Charlotte Tilbury lasts quite a bit longer than the ColourPop ones do, but there's no pulling, no tugging, no anything with these, and they're super creamy. I have heard that they dry out really fast, but I've not had a problem with mine. And I'm gonna go through my ColourPop collection and try and find a dupe for that Iconic Nude by Charlotte Tilbury, which is my favorite one, because I think if I can find a straight up dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one in this ColourPop, then I will continue to buy the ColourPop one. They're like $6 versus the, 24 or whatever that the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat is. The next brand I have is Fenty, and Fenty, of course, if you guys are not new around here, you will also know this, is the Ease Drops. So this is her skin tint. This is the second bottle of this skin tint that I have, and because my collection is as big as it is, I don't often repeat purchase a lot of things, but this is my favorite skin tint. Every single time I wear it, I get compliments on it. Every single time I wear it, I feel like my skin looks just perfected. I don't know that it's medium coverage, but it truly creates a version of your face that looks like it's medium covered. I don't know how to explain this. It's just so beautiful and kind of dewy, but not super dewy, just dewy enough. And I had heard somebody not that long ago explain this and say that if you were a dry skin girl, you probably wouldn't like this unless you prepped your skin really well. I am a dry skin girl and I love this. And yes, I have great skincare and I do prep my skin really well, but I don't think I over prep my skin to put this on there. So this is just such a beautiful foundation or skin tint, and I just love it so much. And I talk about it all the time, so we're gonna stop now. The next item I have, or the next brand I have, is Hourglass, and for me that is the Hourglass Veil Primer. You guys just saw my top 3 in every category, so well, in most categories you've probably heard a lot about a lot of these things already, but this is the Veil Mineral Primer by Hourglass, and this is by far, I think, one of their best products. Their setting spray kind of stinks. This has a really nice, pleasant scent to it. It also has this like blue cast to it. It's kind of a drier formula, to be honest. Not dry like goes on your skin and dries you out, but dry like it's a liquid, but it feels dry to the touch almost. It's just very strange, the feeling of it, but it is such a beautiful foundation or primer, and every time I wear this, anything I put on top of my primer, my skin looks chef's kiss. It's beautiful. So I love that product so much. The next product I have is Juvia's Place, and of course you guys have seen this. Also, this is the bronzer duo. This one is in medium, and this bronzer here is one of my favorite bronzers in my collection. Is very yellow in tone, but it just looks so beautiful and natural on my skin. The feel of the formula of this product is very, very silky and nice, and it's just, I mean, it's a gorgeous primer. Gorgeous primer, a gorgeous bronzer. It just looks so good on my skin. So this is my favorite product from Juvia's Place. So KVD has these super brows, and I went back and forth between this and the tattoo liner, but honestly I think these are better than the tattoo liner. They just stay in place. You can use them as a brow product, you can use them as an eyeliner. They're just beautiful, and I have like 6 different shades. You can mix them so that you can create the shade that you want. They're super creamy, and even though they shouldn't last as long as they have, these have been in my collection for quite some time, and they're still really creamy to the touch. There's no smell from them. I feel like they're really, really easy to use, and they're super, super pigmented also, which I love, and they're waterproof. So there's that. The next brand I have on my list is LA Girl, and I love a lot from LA Girl, but what I love the most is the Shockwave neon eyeliners and lip liners. And I'll tell you, the lip liners I use also as an eyeliner, and I've looked it up. It's safe to do. It's totally okay. This one is a lip liner. I use it as an eyeliner all the time. You guys, these are so bright and vivid and beautiful, and they go onto your lower lash line. They go into your waterline, and they stay put. You have quite a bit of time to kind of finagle with them and finesse them and put them where you want them to be, but they're so smooth and creamy that they go on no problems at all, and then they dry down and they stay there. I have super watery eyes. I don't have a lot of luck with mini and eyeliner in my waterline. These I have 0 problems with, and they're like $5. So wonderful product from LA Girl. That is what I would choose from Lancome. I would choose the Cils Booster. I have the Cils Booster XL. This is a lash primer, and this lash primer is so, so good. I feel like this does multiple jobs, right? I feel like this not only goes on my lashes and preps them for mascara, but it keeps my lashes healthy, and it also, I think, helps keep the mascara on my lashes versus falling all over my under eyes or my giving me raccoon eyes, so to speak. I love, and I feel like this helps with giving my lashes length. So I really, really love this product, and even though it's expensive, this is by far the best lash primer that I have ever used, and I will continue to purchase it. The next brand that I have is Lorac, and for Lorac I have this, which was a recent ad, and it was a recent ad because I put it into my Shop My Stash because I wasn't sure how I felt about it, and I really have grown to love this product. So I am putting my finger into it because it kind of came to me shattered, but this is what it looks like. It is a diamond cream eyeshadow, and it's not super creamy like what you would think of as like a cream like bronzer or anything like that, but it is like creamy in that it is easy to use. Look at the shine. Just, I mean, God bless America. That is so, so pretty. I have used this on my face as a highlight. I currently today have it in my brow bone in my inner corner. I've used it on my lid. It's so versatile, so pretty, and just super, super shiny. I love this product so, so much, and I would buy more of that product from Lorac. That one was in the shade Lace. The next brand I have is MAC, and for MAC, my favorite product from them has to be MAC Fix Plus. I have this one that is open. I also have 2 still in boxes in my backup of my face mists, and I just love the Lorac Fix Plus. It is a product that doesn't burn my skin or my eyes when I use it as a setting spray, or it doesn't burn my eyes when I use it also to foil shadows. It's just such a wonderful product, and I really do feel like the setting spray helps your makeup last longer. I would say my favorite setting spray is not this one, but this one is my favorite for foiling my eyeshadows. That is a wonderful product from from MAC, but I also really kind of love their Prep and Prime lip product. Oh my god, that is the best. The lip primer. It's an amazing product as well. I maybe should have brought that one over here versus that because I think I love that one just a little bit more. Then I have Chanel, and with Chanel is recent to me. Chanel is a product that I recently started trying, and my favorite product from them so far. I have this, and I have tried their mascara, a lipstick, this, and I have their foundation. While I love all those products, and especially the foundation, I really love this bronzer. This bronzer is just so beautiful, looks so natural on the skin, and is so easy to use. It's, even though in here, in the container, it looks like it has a moussey texture, it's not moussey, but it's also a lot softer than a what you might be accustomed to for a normal cream bronzer. I feel like this has a little bit more of a balminess to it than, say, like the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer or the NARS cream bronzer, but it's still really beautiful, goes on the skin really beautiful, and looks really natural on the skin. It doesn't maintain its tacky texture. It doesn't really even have a tacky texture to begin with, but I mean, in terms of balminess, I don't think it maintains that balmy texture, so your hair's not going to stick to, you know, your cheeks. If you get windblown, dirt's not going to stick to your face because you've got this balm on your cheeks. That's not what I mean by balmy, but I do mean it just goes on a little bit more wet than some of those other cream formulas do, in my humble opinion, but it looks so good. It's so natural, and it just sinks into your skin and looks just so beautiful. The next product, or the next brand I have, is Ofra, and I talked about these in my top 3 from every category, but the Ofra highlighters are one of my favorite things on the planet. My favorite one is this one here, which is Pillow Talk, but I also really love this one, which is Rodeo Drive, and this one, which is Blissful, and they're just like those See Me from the Moon kind of highlights. Like, all of them are just so pretty. And I think this is something that Ofra does really, really well, right? It's how they like really built up their company. I think they do liquid lipsticks really well. I had a Ofra liquid lipstick on earlier today. You might have seen it. It was red. I don't look great in red. But I also have some liquid eyeshadows by them that I absolutely love, and blushes and all the things. One thing that I don't think that they do well is eyeshadows, if I'm completely honest. But I do love their highlighters. They are so fantastic and just perfect every time, and don't exacerbate texture in a way that you think maybe a highlight would. The next brand I have on here is Smashbox, and from Smashbox it would be, again, eyeliners. I do have a lot from Smashbox that I have loved in the past. This would be something that has outlasted all the other things in my collection from Smashbox. Their eyeliners are really good, and as I said a few minutes ago with the LA Girl ones, I don't often find an eyeliner that I can put into my waterline for my super watery, you know, allergy infested eyeballs and have that stay in my waterline, but I know that I can count on Smashbox for that. This is a purple one that you can see is, you know, has been used quite a bit. This one is a brown one. My black one is next to nothing. Like, I have panned again Smashbox eyeliners. I just think that they are really good, and from a higher price point than the LA Girl ones. These are amazing. I use these ones for my like normal everyday colors, like dark blues or blacks or browns, and then LA Girl for my crazy vivid ones. So my favorite product from Smashbox would have to be their eyeliners. From Stila, it's another eyeliner, but this time a liquid eyeliner. This liquid eyeliner I feel like is so much better than the KVD tattoo liner. I feel like this liner goes absolutely nowhere until you take it off. Case in point, I have had this eyeliner on my eyes for several days at a time because I am a slug and sometimes forget that when I'm not wearing makeup on my face, I'm still wearing eyeshadow on my face or eyeliner, and I need to take that off every night too. I am wearing this almost consistently every single day. I love that they came out with these duos these days, but these duos, I have to tell you, this one is not great. Like, it still works, but it barely works. If I'm honest, I have to kind of scrape the plastic across my skin in order to get anything off on my skin. So I don't really 100% love this color, but it had the black on the other end, so I thought, what the heck? They are amazing. I really love the jade one. It's super pretty, and I would buy more of these. So the Stay All Day liquid liner from Stila is bar none best liquid eyeliner out there. The next brand I have is Tarte, and Tarte, it has to be their 12-hour Amazonian clay blushes. These are amazing blushes, and from a powder blush perspective, these blushes were the first blush that I ever fell in love with because these literally do last those 12 hours that they say they're going to last. They have, you know, some decent colors in these. They always sell out when Tarte does their, you know, build your own Tarte kit. This one is super light. I hardly ever use it anymore because it's super light, but I also have like their blush bazaar that has like 10 different blushes in it, and I love that, and it's got different colors than these, and I use that one all the time. This one I use a lot during the winter because it is super pale. You can barely see it on my skin, but this one is in the shade Party, and it is a nice like deeper like mauve tone, and it's got a little bit of a kiss of pink in it. I really like it too. I use it a lot during the winter. They're just beautiful blushes. They're not like so powdery that they exacerbate any kind of texture on your skin. They look really luminous and beautiful on your skin, and I just love them from Tarte. Tula primers are amazing. I really love two different primers from Tula. I love the Prime of Your Life. That is a wonderful smoothing and firming primer that I fell in love with earlier this year. I also have this one, which is the Filter Primer. This one is blurring and moisturizing, and it has a little bit of a tint to it, and I feel like it just kind of really gives your skin that like airbrushed effect and also kind of perfects it from a color correction standpoint. It is a beautiful primer. Initially when it comes out, it's white, so it doesn't initially look like it's got a tint, but as you rub it into your skin, it kind of does color correct your skin, which was shocking to me. The first time I put it on, I was like, wait, what happened here? Like, because it kind of goes, I don't know if you guys can tell here, this line kind of goes a little bit orange. You have to rub it into your skin, but once it's rubbed into your skin, it just looks so good. That is my hand with it. That is my hand without it. I feel like it's just a little bit more perfected. Beautiful primer, really nice primer, and it does do what it says it's going to do. So I forgot Buxom, which was clear at the beginning. And for Buxom, I have the Buxom lip glosses. So the full-on plumping gel, full-on plumping lip polish, full-on plumping lip cream. I have to be honest, I love the lip cream more, but I also love the lip polish. These are not plumping by any means. They have a really nice minty scent to them, so they kind of quasi make your brain think that they're plumping your lips, but I don't feel like they plump at all. I have 5 of them here with me, but there are so many more in my lip gloss cabinet. I love Buxom lip glosses. They're thick without being too thick. They stay on really well. They are shiny without being glittery. Some of them do appear to have glitter in them, but they're not like gritty like a lot of lip glosses that have glitter in them are. I'm always one of the ones that's like, you know, they come out with these new like series of them and I have to have them all. There's only one I really regret purchasing, and that was this one, and it's because of the color, not because of the gloss. The gloss is beautiful. It's always beautiful. It goes on my lips, makes my lips look, they appear bigger than, you know, maybe that's why they're plumping, but they really don't plump. They really don't. I also have Ulta Beauty brand. So from the Ulta Beauty brand, I have this matte eye primer. This is a wonderful eye primer. I probably like this better than the ABH one. If this were in white, I would love it better than the ABH one. It's very nice and creamy. It holds on to shadows really, really nicely. It doesn't burn my eyes to utilize. It kind of smooths out your eyes. I think of this right along the lines of like the Smashbox 24-hour eyeshadow primer. That's the same kind of consistency that I think that this has. I think it's got the same color as like the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Sin. Maybe not in Sin, because Sin I think is sparkly, but it's matte. And I love that about it. I would not say get the tinted one. The tinted one is not great. This one though, amazing. And it's like 12 bucks. And the last brand that I have for you is Urban Decay. And for Urban Decay, my favorite item from Urban Decay, not including eyeshadows, is their all-nighter. So this is my special bottle of it, but this one says Donna Fierce AF, and I got this at FLC. It was a personalized bottle made. We all could get personalized bottles made for us, which I love, love, love. That setting spray helps everything just set in place and stay there all day long. Like, it is 16 hours. It is truly 16 hours. Your makeup goes absolutely nowhere. Now, I don't have a whole lot of problem with my makeup kind of like wearing away from my face, but I do have a problem with touching my face and therefore getting makeup all over my hands, which I hate the feel of makeup. But that helps my makeup just kind of stay everywhere it should be. I also really like this during, you know, midday, like a refresh of my skin. You can just spray it on and then take a beauty blender and kind of buff it out. Or not. You don't have to do that, but it's a wonderful, wonderful setting spray. The one thing that I hate about it is that it is very alcohol based. It doesn't sting my skin, but it can sting my eyes if I'm using it as a product to foil eyeshadows. So I don't use it for foiling eyeshadows, but I do use it for setting my face. So with that said, that is it. That is 20 brands, or 20 products from 20 brands carried at Ulta that I love, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. What do you love that you go back to Ulta Beauty time and time again to purchase? I would love to hear from you down in the comments section. With that said, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you and yours are having an awesome, awesome month, an awesome week, an awesome day, that you're healthy and that you're staying safe out there, and that you are loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye friends.